Today let's talk about an illness very often occurring in celebrities called dysmorphophobia. One of the most interesting mental illnesses is body dysmorphic disorder, or BDD, occasionally still called dysmorphophobia. This old term, dysmorphophobia itself, comes from the Greek language, where the word meant the ugliness of the body, especially of the face. As early as in 1886, a psychiatrist, Enrico Morselli, used this term to describe various kinds of subjective feelings of being ugly and deformed, while objectively the person's appearance did not differ from the norm. One of the most famous cases of this disease in psychology was the so-called Wolfman, a wealthy Russian aristocrat. He was a patient of the famous Sigmund Freud. The patient was obsessively preoccupied with the alleged deformities of his nose. Another famous person who most likely suffered from body dysmorphic disorder was Andy Warhol. He too found his nose disgusting and deformed. Another case was Sylvia Plath, who was obsessed with her face. The author considered her face to be disgusting and deformed. Also, Michael Jackson showed numerous symptoms of body dysmorphic disorder. Now, among the more modern celebrities suffering from body dysmorphic disorder, you'll find an Oscar winner, but also 7 Grammy Awards, 5 MTV Awards and Apple Music Awards winner, Billie Eilish. The next celebrity known for such roles as Cedric Diggory, or the silver-skinned vampire Edward, or the newest Batman, Robert Pattinson. Another actor known as Hailey's boyfriend from the TV series Modern Family, Reed Ewing. Or the magnetizing singer Shirley Manson from The Garbage. This is another one. And even the incredibly handsome Dr. Christian Jessen, the host of the Embarrassing Bodies series on the BBC4 channel. The concerns of patients suffering from dysmorphophobia are very intrusive, definitely unwanted, and also time-consuming. On average, patients report that they lose from 3 to 8 hours daily on worrying about their deformities. They also say that these symptoms are incredibly difficult to control. In most patients, symptoms include continuous preoccupation with one or more defects in their body, constantly looking at their own reflection in the mirror, or observing their reflection, for example, in the shop windows, in car mirrors, or even in puddles, just to make sure that their defect in the body is not too visible. They also do it to try to hide it better, to make it less visible to the public, to conceal it from the world. Constantly comparing themselves with others and frequent jealousy about other people's appearance and the fact that these other people are free from this imaginary defect. These fears and recurring thoughts about the defect are accompanied by a virtually constant fear and often dysphoria and a clinically significant distress. Often, practically the entire attention of the patient is focused on their external appearance, and as a result, this means that other aspects of their lives, such as work, interpersonal relationships, are neglected. Perhaps the most interesting form of the disease for me is muscle dysmorphia, also known as bigorexia, megarexia, or reverse anorexia. I see this variety most often at the gym. Now, this type of dysmorphia begins most often in teenage boys who do not accept their fragile bodies. However, with time, as their muscles develop, this conviction about the weakness of their muscle still persists, and as a result we sometimes deal with 100 kilograms mass of only muscles, in which a tiny skinny teenager is hidden somewhere deep, or at least this is how many patients describe themselves. This almost constant conviction of their bodily defects is sometimes so painful and so inconvenient that patients, in an act of despair, decide to commit suicide. Suicidal thoughts occur in 78% of patients, and from 24 to 28% of patients attempt to take their own life. This is a frighteningly high result. So if you believe that you yourself or someone close to you suffers from dysmorphophobia, do not self-diagnose. See a psychologist who can really help you. Alright? Now, did you find this video informative? If yes, please remember to give it a big like. And if you want to see some more of my videos, make sure to subscribe in here. And I'll speak to you next time. Take care.